I'm working on my Dremel drivers. I have a Dremel tool model 1100 and the 1120 Dremel driver that I previously changed the batteries, 10 650s, and then they quit charging, so I thought maybe it was bad batteries, but ends up it's the charger itself. This is a model 866 charger with the 3 push-in spring-loaded prongs. So when I would plug a device in, the LED light would light for a few seconds and then go out. And if I unplugged it and plugged it back in, it would do the same. It would slowly actually charge, but you know, I'd have to sit here and do this all the time. So the charger was the problem. I've already got the base of it off. One thing to note, you gotta pull the 4 rubber feet off, pry them off. There's 6 screws. And of course they're security screws, so they're not Phillips, they're like triangle shaped, so you have to get a set of security bits or, you know, figure out a way to get them out. But I'd like to replace them perhaps. So, like I say, I've got the base of it off. There's a transformer, steps it down to about 15 volts AC, and then a bridge rectifier, 4 diodes. On this side, let's step it down to DC. There's a transistor here, resistors, capacitors, LED that lights up, and then on this side there's unmarked ICs and a lot of surface mount resistors and such. So because the transistor and the ICs are unmarked, it would be very difficult to work on this board other than anything obvious. And lucky for me, there was a couple of capacitors that were obviously bad. And I did find another video on YouTube, a Russian guy that changed this capacitor next to the bridge rectifiers. And I couldn't understand what he was saying, but I figured I'd have a look, and sure enough, mine was also bad. And one way it's hard to tell on these little capacitors, but the top will start looking dome-shaped. So in other words, they've pressurized and they'll have some leakage at the bottom, so it's kind of crusty down there. So this one was a 330 microfarad, 25 volt, and it tested only about 150 microfarad. This other one was also bad back here. It's a 220 microfarad at 16 volts. So it also looked dome-shaped on top and crusty on the bottom. So I changed those two and got it working. I went ahead and changed this one also. It did not look bad. It looks okay, but I went ahead and for $1 I bought one. This one looks newer, perhaps a different brand, so I just left it alone. But just by changing the two that looked bad, I was able to get it to work. So I have it plugged in. If I turn it on, you don't really measure much voltage, maybe a volt, and the LED doesn't come on. So you have to plug one of your devices into it. All right, stand by. So once you plug your device into it, then the LED will come on, and then you can measure the voltage with a DC meter between the black and the red. The yellow one is like a balance pin, but now it should be, it's coming up to 6.79 now. So it was started about 6.4, so it's slowly bringing it up. It's a 7.2 volt device, so it should get it up to that at least. And then, you know, the importance of lithium-ion chargers is as the voltage gets up to where it should be, the current should be going down to 0. So to keep from burning up the battery, starting a fire or something. So you do need a specific smart charger for lithium batteries. So I'm just thankful I got this one working. It's like I say, if you know, enter at your own risk. There's not a lot of shock potential here. The 110 volts is on this side. The transformer was getting really hot before, and now it's just slightly warm. So that's good. But again, only if you know what you're doing. Electrolytics are polarized, so make sure you put them back in the correct, in this case, the negative side was facing this way. And it just takes a little soldering skills, and might be able to repair yours if that's the problem. I'm glad to have these back working.